from the majestic Gormley's Iron Men at Crosby Beach to the idyllic charm of the Lake House and down the vibrant South Road, this town is a tapestry of beauty and community. Welcome to Waterloo. Sefton is 50 years old, so we've been chatting to people about how it's changed over the years.
I was born in Sefton quite a long time ago now. When I was a little bit older, I used to bike everywhere, get out on my bike, explore all the local parks. On the downside, there were gangs, bad. There was social unrest because there were big new housing estates and a lot of people had been brought out from the slums. This was the early 70s. The parks became quite derelict because around the 70s, I think people thought the parks were a bit of a nuisance. A lot of adults felt that they didn't want them, they weren't bothered with them. I went to university, and then after that, my husband and I went to Ireland. We lived away for 12 years, but after 12 years, it felt like it was time to come back to my roots, to my family, to my own community, and put something back. So I came back in the year 2000, but since I've been back, those council estates full of unrest have become beautiful housing estates now. There's been a massive big regeneration in how people appreciate nature, and I'm glad to say, of a whole raft of people appreciating what we've got here. And that's the big difference. I've seen Waterloo come up and up and up, and now it's a really popular place to live, and I absolutely love it. So when I first moved back to Waterloo, I was driving to woodlands everywhere, and then one day I realised right on my doorstep there was this little wilderness of nature. We became aware of it because there were adverts in the local newspaper putting the site up for sale for building, and that alerted us, and we thought, oh my gosh, we can't, that doesn't seem right. This is a little patch of nature. So we literally hopped over the fence, and first time we surprised a fox, and we realised that we had a little secret garden right on our doorstep. So we actually got a petition together with neighbours, and there were about 1,000 people signed it. We presented that to the council, and to their credit, Sefton Council took it straight off the for sale list and wrote out a lease for us, and we've been developing it as a community garden ever since. So as you can see, it's wild, and that's how we like it, because it's a little oasis of nature in a really heavily populated urban area. We sit around a campfire here. So this is the second part of the forest garden. This is where we have the vegetable patch. I'm really pleased that this area is so fertile now, because literally when we got here it was like a desert. There was just gravel. So what we did, we just piled about 2 foot thickness of council provided wood chip over the whole site and just buried everything. And by the second year things were growing really well. I'm a big believer in that connection with nature helps people with their mental health, helps bind communities together, helps people with relaxation. And so I really feel that we need to respect the presence of nature in our area. And then what I found, of course, is that giving something back is the most rewarding thing to do ever.